Hey guys, Drakortha here. So I got a lot of requests from you guys to start exploring and showing you guys some of my newer constructions and my new settlements. So that's what I'm going to do today. Just coming over this hill now, and here it is. This is some of my more recent stuff. That's a little town there called Witherstone. It's just got a farm and that there. Nothing too special. That's a big sandstone bridge I'm working on at the moment. I'll show you guys that later. And this city here I've built is Netherstone. So that's where we're going to explore first. Just land this down here where I usually land it. Got a bit of a landing pad here. Alright, so already you can see I built a little bit better than I did before in the older settlements. Instead of like the usual cobblestone buildings and the complete wood buildings, I try to mix it up a bit to make it a little bit nicer to look at. Like that one uses bricks and wood. This one sandstone and wood. That one wood and stone. That's a hotel there. This big building here is meant to be a school. I just tried to make this into like a, kind of like a realistic city that goes up to the classrooms. This is supposed to be like the canteen eating area. You go up to the classrooms. I've got some lanterns. I've got 2 classrooms. Both are pretty similar. It was pretty fun to make. And it's the only place I use the jack-o'-lanterns because they fit pretty well. Being in a classroom, it looks like something the kids made or something. These are my wolvies. I think I got like 10 wolves or something spread out around the settlement. And this is where I keep all my stuff. I sort of categorize everything. I've got wood in that chest. Stone over here. I've got signs saying not to open these 2 chests because they're bugged. If you try to open these chests, the games will crash. So I marked those to not open. And I know I could just break them, but when I break them, the game crashes as well. So they're just there. I just leave them there. It's the council. I use a gold block to sort of show that off. And this is just like where the mayor comes out, I guess. Mayor's office. This sort of seems like something you'd have in a multiplayer server. You know, like most multiplayer servers have like a city environment where you start off at. It kind of seems a lot like that, except this is just my single player world. Whew. Oh yeah, this here is a hotel. It's called the Falling Cow Hotel. There's actually a story to this one, why I called it that. I'll tell you guys now. When I came to this area to build at, when I chose this area to build the city, I found a huge gaping hole. And it wasn't a hole in the ground that I put there, it was just there. The world randomly generated it. It was basically just this huge hole in the ground, and it went all the way to bedrock. And I was sort of looking down there going, what the, like, I've never seen anything like it. And a cow sort of hopped over and jumped down the hole and fell to its death. So yeah, I built the hotel on top of that hole, and I actually left the hole visible through these glass panes here. And I called it the Falling Cow Hotel. So yeah, bit of a story to that one. Over here I've got an eating hall. So it's like a community hall where everyone eats or whatever. It's meant to be. These are meant to be tables and chairs. I know they're not that impressive. Got a lava pit fireplace here. So it's pretty cool. Over here got a church, chapel, whatever you want to call it. It's just standard looking church. So yeah, that's Netherstone. There's not much else to see here. It's just a city. There aren't any mines or anything like that here. And you can see this is like the entrance. And yeah, put 2 Netherstones there, lit them on fire, and called it Netherstone. Now this is pretty cool. I've got to show you guys this. The sun's going down, so I'm going to have to sleep in a minute. This is the road to New Worlds. So basically, it's just a really, really long road that goes forever. But the main reason for it is when the time comes when I want to generate new lands, for whatever reason, it could be because I just want to build somewhere new, or if I want to generate some of the new blocks, notches added to the game. All I've got to do is take sandstone out of here. I've got heaps of sandstone, and I've got plenty of glass in here as well. And all I have to do is keep extending the bridge, and eventually, if I go far enough, it will generate new land. See, because at the moment, or actually before, when I used to when I wanted to generate new land, I'd take a boat and then I'd make a bunch of light towers, and I have to do it all by foot, go by foot everywhere. But that would be pretty handy to get from settlement to settlement. I could just take the bridge. There's pretty much no chance of getting lost or anything either. So, and this is Witherstone. So you can see I've got a mine there as well where I mine materials, and you can see I found quite a bit of iron there, and I put it to use. I never use the roads. I always just cut across them. Just sleep real quickly. Okay, so this is meant to be just the only house in Witherstone. It's just the only reason it's here is so I could sleep, pretty much, if I'm on this end, because sometimes if the sun's going down, I don't really have enough time to run over to Netherstone to get a bed, so I just have one here. Got a storage room here. They just store things. And on the outside, same thing as I have in Netherstone. I just store stone, other blocks. So I could just store equipment, items, and materials. Oh yeah, I got a portal to the Nether. Never really saw much point in the Nether. Whenever I've gone there, I've sort of just gotten bored and then came back. I don't know. I got a pub. No town's complete without a pub, right? So I just... yeah, nothing too special. It looks... it's pretty nice looking, I guess. I've got a jukebox. It says jukebox discs are in the box. So you can... I've only got one at the moment, actually. I still got to find a green one. But yeah, just take it out. What kind of pub doesn't have a jukebox, right? Gotta have a jukebox. It's loud. It's way too loud. Okay. I'll show you guys the mines I got going. I've got one lone glowstone block here that I got from the Nether. It just shows how much time I spend down there. And yeah, that's the only one I have crafted in my world. The only block of glowstone. And this just goes down to the mines. Got 3 sections. This section here goes all the way down, and then there's subsections where I look for diamonds and all sorts of rare materials. Same thing on this side, just the opposite direction. It's just for collecting materials. And then they got this big corridor here, and this is solely for just collecting stone when I need it. I always have a stone section in my mine, so if I ever need stone, I don't need to go heaps deep or anything. I can just come in here and chip away some of the walls. It's very handy. Ooh, creepy sounds. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not much else to see here. Just one small town, one large city. And I'm always expanding on them. So I'm always adding new buildings, always collecting new materials, especially for the bridge. I'll show you guys some of the houses actually, real quickly. I try to decorate things pretty nicely on the inside. So this is just one of the houses. See, there's a wolf there. Keep you company. Bed, some chests, and there's always a kitchen. Here's another one. Got some weird moss stone decoration here. Pretty random, but yeah, it's just for decoration. Curtains. Always a supply chest. So yeah, like I said, it really seems like this is a multiplayer place. Different houses for people to live in and all that. This is some sort of home, single bed. Creating music. And got a cactus plant for decoration as well. Bookcase. Shelf, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's it. There's not much else to show. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.